Hello there. So today I just want to talk about politics, what the word politics means, what politics are, what American politics are. Just explain this, and yeah, because I think it's important that when anything you're talking about, whatever you're talking about, whatever you're debating, don't say you're into politics and you're having a heated debate about stuff. Maybe think to yourself before you get into the debate, can I define all my terms, what I'm talking about? Am I a Democrat? Am I a Republican? Can I define the words? Can I define what it means for the party, let's say? Can I define what politics are in general? What am I looking for? What is my end goal here? You should be able to simply understand everything you're looking for and what you believe. And if you can't, then you got to do a better job, I think. So we're all in the political world today. Let's talk about what politics actually are. What does the word politics simply mean? My simple understanding of what politics actually means in and of itself is the relationship between the people and the people there to govern the people. So the government and the people, the relationship between the two equals politics. That's my understanding of it. Whatever kind of government that may be is a different story. Now, the American government politics is, I think, supposed to be more of a free from the government sort of relationship. So the goal is supposed to be, to my understanding, is we had Great Britain. Great Britain wasn't allowing like the First Amendment stuff. You didn't have the right to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to peaceably assemble. A Second Amendment, as far as I know, you didn't have either. The right to bear arms. As far as I know, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure back then this was a thing they didn't allow. And America comes along and says, well, here's America, and we are providing you freedoms from government. That's the idea of, and I think that's not just an idea of things for back then. I think that's an American philosophy, American way of life. You're the way of life for Americans is supposed to be, let's minimize government as much as possible for the people. Whatever we need government for, we're going to need government for. We're going to need police. We're going to need the army. We're going to need whatever it is we're going to need that we need the government for. That's where the political discussion comes in. I'm not having political discussions right now. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to explain so we can have the conversation. This is what it is. So whatever we're talking about, any position I hold, I'm going to be trying to explain politically why I think we need this position. If it's a position that takes you away from freedom from government and it's asking for more government, there should be a legitimate good reason why that I would explain. And if if we're not going to have it, I'm saying, while we shouldn't have the government involved in this thing, there should be a good reason for that as well. And we need to be able to just sort it out. But the end goal is supposed to be get away from the government as much as possible. The government more involved in the people's lives will just become a dictatorship again, and they will be controlling everything that you don't want them to control. And historically, this has been proven to be true as far as I know, and we need to keep away from this as much as possible. Honestly, I'm a Republican right now, and the Republican Party is starting to scare me more. As far as I know, the Republican Party has been about keeping away from government, keeping government out of things, since 2016 when I got into politics. That's what I'm hearing that the Republican Party is about. I don't know if it was always about that, but that's what it was back then. And originally the Republican Party was about freeing the slaves, but that's neither here or there right now. But now I'm hearing the Republicans talking about adding things to the Civil Rights Act on political affiliation. They're talking about stopping censorship from social media. There's all these different things that the government's trying to get the Republican Party trying to get the government more involved in. So it's not like you're a Republican or you're a Democrat and you're either like there's this idea out there that you're a Republican because you're more for the American idea, or you're a Democrat and you're more against the American idea. It's like, no, you can be a Republican and still be for big government or more government, and Democrat, same thing. I honestly just think the Republican Party is where the Democratic Party was like 20 years ago. So they are for less government, but it's just a matter of time before they catch up to the Democratic Party is now, which scares the living heck out of me. But none of this is either here or there. The point is, I think the American political system is freedom from government as much as possible, and the politics supposed to be trying to do in America, as far as I'm concerned, is trying to figure out how to make that happen, that we get as little government as possible in the people's lives, and we try minimizing it. Anyhow, all the best. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Yeah.